welcome back to the Sports Devour YouTube channel. And today we're actually going to be doing a countdown of 5 goalkeepers to watch out for at the African Cup of Nations. I am super excited. Like, the Afcon is happening, and I can't wait to actually see, countries that play beautiful football, dazzle us. But most importantly, I can't wait for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to go get a 4th African Cup of Nations trophy. So today, on the top 5 countdown for goalkeepers to watch out for at the Afcon, in no particular order. Yes, you heard me. In no particular order. I'm starting with, Rowan Hadebe Williams, the South African goalkeeper who plays for Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa. At the point, he was, on the radars of Tottenham Hotspur. But now one thing is transfer now. So at I transfer, no fee work, and he didn't just work out for the goalkeeper. And he has been a regular for South Africa since 2021. Now, someone who has been a regular for South Africa since 2021, that should tell you that he's an integral part of the South African national team. And he has made a total of 34 appearances for Hugo Broos' side in the DStv Premiership. And South Africa, going into this African Cup of Nations, will be looking. They actually be looking to get something, done. They'll be looking to make, the South African country proud. They'll be looking to add extra to the African Cup of Nations titles that they've won. So he is a goalkeeper to look out for. You heard me. He is a goalkeeper to look out for. And secondly on my list, obviously, if I'm going to talk about goalkeepers to watch out for, definitely Egypt is definitely going to be there. You know why? Record winners of the African Cup of Nations. Well, you cannot beat that coming from the Egyptians. And I'm talking about no other person but Mohamed El Shenouai. Egypt, he plays for Al Ahly. Now, look at the, interesting thing about the first and the second. They both play in their country's league. It's to tell you to a reasonable extent how, developed, the South African league is and the Egyptian league is. So Shenouai is a goalkeeper to look out for at the African Cup of Nations. He's 35 and he made his debut for the Egyptian national team way back in 2018 and has played over 50 games for the Pharaohs. Well, they are called the Pharaohs, obviously. If you actually know a little bit of Egyptian history, you definitely know that the Pharaohs and Egypt. So he's a goalkeeper to look out for. And the Al Ahly goalkeeper, he helped Egypt to a 2nd place finish in Cameroon, and he'll be looking to go all the way with his side in Ivory Coast. I actually felt bad for Egypt's last Afcon after Senegal actually picked them to that one. But Senegal has always been knocking on the door. Yes. They knocked, and finally they got a response. So let's see what will happen with Egypt this time around. And third on my list, obviously, we're talking about no other goalkeeper but Bono of Morocco. Well, if you actually follow the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, you would definitely know who I'm talking about. The first African goalkeeper to keep 3 clean sheets. And not just that, okay, he actually was part of the victorious side that got to the semi-finals of the FIFA World Cup, the first of his kind for an African team, and he was instrumental. He plays in Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, and he's a goalkeeper to look out for at this, Africa Cup of Nations. And again, next on my list is the one and only Stanley M. Obviously, there is no way I'm going to say this without mentioning Stanley M. You can actually call him the star boy. You can actually say Grace found him, because I wouldn't have imagined, even you wouldn't have imagined that Stanley M. from nowhere would just be picked, to go to the African Cup of Nations. Like, he was never in the fold from the qualifiers. He was never in the fold. Jose Pesero said he actually went to watch him play and he was impressed with what he saw. He decided to extend an invitation to him. Boom, 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 boom. Stanley M. right now is part of the contingent in Ivory Coast. He plays for Chippa United in South Africa, and I'm just hoping that he's going to bring something different to the goalkeeping issues we have in the Super Eagles of Nigeria. He's a goalkeeper to watch out for. Will Jose Pesero start him? Well, I don't know. There's this debate whether Francis Uzoho or Mwabali is going to start, but whoever starts, okay, one thing I'm sure is that Stanley Mwabali is a goalkeeper to watch out for at the African Cup of Nations, especially if he starts for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And finally, okay, the last but not the least is the one and only.
Let's have it. Let's have it.
Just guess.
Let's
have
it.
Let's
have it.
As good as my guess.
Come on, baby.
Okay.
Let's
let
have
me
it.
actually let the Canada Andre Onana. I know a lot of people like. I know that Onana is a goalkeeper to watch out for. That's the truth, okay? He has already had the best of starts in Manchester United, but for crying out loud. Andrew Onana with the Cameroonian national team. Obviously, you need to watch out for that goalkeeper. He brings something different to the table. At 27 years old, he had a stellar season with Inter Milan before he moved to Manchester United. Yes, despite the fact that he's making errors, but if you talk about clean sheets, you know, he actually has one of the best clean sheets in the Premier League. And Manchester United are struggling. So it's not like just like Andrew Onana is struggling alone. It's an entire issue with the Manchester United squad. And again, according to previous reports, that he was going to play for Manchester United against Tottenham on Sunday and then join his national team. But he's not going to play their first game against Guinea. He's going to play the subsequent games against Gambia and Senegal. And it's more like an opportunity for whoever it is that will start for Cameroon to actually make a statement, and Andrew Onana would have time to rest. See, Andrew Onana is a good goalkeeper. Forget about the fact that at Manchester United at times it's not working so well for him, but Andrew Onana is a goalkeeper that you should watch out for. And I'm super excited that, you know, Andrew Onana is going to this World Cup. And these 5 are going to this Afcon. These 5 goalkeepers, make sure to keep an eye on them. You can actually drop your comments. You know, if there are other goalkeepers you want us to talk about, you can drop your comments there. Do well to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you very much.